fantasy economics. Never have so many been so fucked by so few. And never have we had a chancellor who is so inept, who doesn't understand economics, the very basics of economics, something that I've taught myself over years of doing this. I don't pretend to be an expert, but I tell you what, I know more than Rachel Reeves. And I've also held much more senior positions in jobs than a complaint handler. Labour are going to try and soften the budget by telling people they're going to get a nice pay rise because they're going to raise the national living wage by 4% from £12.21 an hour to £12.70 per hour. Now they're going on about free breakfast clubs, saying that people shouldn't be out of pocket feeding their children. Yes, they should. It's their children, not the state's. Parents are responsible for feeding their kids. Learn to cook. Buy proper ingredients. It is cheaper than buying shitty takeaways that are full of crap and will turn them into obese good-for-nothings as they get older. And who's going to pay for those so-called free breakfast clubs? They're not free. We're paying for them. Paying to feed layabouts children. And who's going to pay for the increase in the national living wage? Not the government, not our tax money. Individual businesses that are already being clobbered by Labour's taxes. Labour's 40 billion tax raises in the last budget. We already have companies leaving this country, not hiring people. And if they are hiring, then people are being hired on a freelance basis. Hundreds of thousands of people are coming off company payrolls because they're being forced to by the businesses because the businesses cannot keep them on anymore. And some people who don't know very much about politics will look at this and go, wow, I'm getting a pay rise. That's amazing. Aren't this government wonderful? The government can say what they want. They can put the national living wage up to 25 quid an hour if they want. It just means that more companies will sack people because they cannot afford to pay them. There's been some anti-business governments in the past, but this is the worst of the lot. We've passed the Laffer curve. The Laffer curve means that you reach a certain point where you're taxing people so much on everything that your tax revenues actually go down because people stop doing things, they stop paying for things, they stop going to work and become more dependent on the state, and then they don't pay any tax at all. Under this lot, being on benefits, and the last government by the way as well, being on benefits is no longer a safety net. It has become a career, a lifestyle choice, how much you can bleed out of the state without actually lifting a finger. It's despicable.